Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be having a look at where you can find the tourist, as well as the quest line that's associated with and what you can currently get for the camera. As you can see on the screen, these are all the locations that you can actually currently get the tourist to spawn. It is a random spawn. As you can see, they also correlate to a note that we get later on. It's all the places that the tourist has already been, but they are scattered all the way over Appalachia. Some of them aren't actually on the bucket list, but they've been shown from multiple Reddit posts to be where they spawn. Like I say, it is a random spawn, so you'll have to jump between these to actually find the tourist. For example, I actually found mine up at the monument towards the top of the map, and we're just going to jump into some footage showing me picking that up, along with the holotape that is associated with this. As you see, I'm just coming up to the monument up here, and in any location, he or she, there is a female one as well, can be in different positions depending on where you find them, sat up, played down. On them, they always have a holotape.
Well, here we are, Dorothea. West Virginia. Just like you always wanted. I wish more than anything you were here to see it. Maybe it's better that the leukemia took you when you were still so young. You were spared the horrors of this war. I take some comfort in that. But I made you a promise, and Grandpa keeps his word. That list we made of all the places you wanted to see, well, I'm going to visit them all. It's all for you, Dorothea. I know you're up there with the angels, and before this world's completely ruined, I'm going to make you proud. I've got that old camera you used to love, and damn, someone's coming. I hope it's not those looters again. We'll finish this later.
An incredibly dark intro to this questline there. That's dark even for Bethesda. We can see he does have a bucket list, like I said. The picture I showed before shows the places he's already done, and we're going to finish this bucket list for him. But to do that, we need to go to our Tinkerer's Workbench, and we have a new option for the camera. We can make camera film. We can also repair the ProSnap Deluxe camera. Now, we can't actually upgrade this at the moment, but we will get some of that later on. I'm just going to make sure that I've got plenty of film for any pictures I want to take on the go, along with the ones for the quest line. Don't weigh much themselves, and neither does the camera really either. But jumping over to our first location, where we're going to start ticking off this bucket list, we have the pumpkin house. I'm just going to get my assistant there just to stand in front so I can get some nice pictures of this place. And using the camera is simple. It's literally, you equip it like a weapon, then you zoom in like you would with a weapon, and instead of fire, you take a picture. It's the pacifist weapon for this game, and I can see myself using it a lot. We've jumped to the next spot there, which is the Red Rocket Mega Stop. See the picture of this Mega Stop, just waiting for my assistant there to line up, but it's quite difficult to actually get them in this shop along with the Red Rocket. And jumping just further down the road, we have the Freddy Fear's house. You can see there my assistant's not quite happy that I gave them some clothes to dress up with for this one. Giving them an owl head and a clown costume. They're not very happy with that. They prefer their bathing suit to dressing up in the clothes I give them. But we're just going to get a picture here before we head on out to our next location, which again is further down the road. That's why you don't find the tourist in this part of the map. If you noticed, it was all towards the left side, but on the right side here we don't really find anything. That's just because they didn't get around to doing this part. And if we jump over now to the Dolly Sods, we see we've got a Yaoguai. From what I know, it's here pretty much most of the time. I've seen quite a few people get killed by it. I've taken a shot there. It doesn't seem to be attacking me though, so I'm just going to ask my assistant to go over and get a picture with the Alguai. I'm going to take a picture on its own. Now I'm going to get my assistant to go walk over. They're not very happy with that idea, since they are only wearing a bathing suit, but my rules, so my assistant has to do what I say. I've got a gun pointed at it. I don't think the Yaoguai is quite happy about that though. So we're just going to go over. Yep, not very happy about having the gun there. So I'm going to snap the picture I want, and I'm going to have to go save my assistant because they don't grow on trees, especially after the apocalypse. So let's take out the Yaoguai, I'll pick them up, and we'll head on to our next location, which is the Berkeley Springs Castle. Just going to wait for my assistant to get up on top of it, so I can get a nice clear shot of them up on the battlements. There we go. Just get a picture of them. Now that I think about it, I should have got a picture of them jumping as well, to be honest. Maybe I could have just done an album of my assistant being tortured. But anyway, on to the next location, which is over in Harper's Ferry. You need to get a picture of the courtyard. My assistant, for some reason, lost their MasterCard, so I couldn't get in and didn't have marsupial, so this is the best we could get for a picture of it. I was kind of hoping for an aerial view of the courtyard. I was going to stand on the buildings there, but that didn't quite pan out. But if we go to our next location, you just walk over to the Valley Galleria and you need to get a picture of this skylight. Now, there wasn't really a way, like I say, without marsupial or a jetpack to get my assistant in this one, so I'll just take a picture of it myself. When you do come in here, it's going to probably be full of scorched. Every time I come here, it's always full of scorched. So just wipe all of those out, and then you can snap a picture of the skylight. And that should give you a quest completed and some rewards. So there we go. We see these popping up. So we've got two plans that are going to come through. The first plan is a lens for your ProSnap camera, and the other is a postcard collage poster. So heading back over to the Tinker's Bench, we can have a look. We can put on a zoom for our camera. We didn't have much before. We've got that lens there now. So I'm going to pop that on there. It just gives you a little bit of ability to zoom. Don't have any paints. They do have a paint job in the item store now, although I'm not entirely sure how worth it is, because from the looks of it, it literally just puts 2 stickers on the back of the camera. Now, heading on inside, we're going to have a look. I was just scrolling through it. It's not in the painting section. I do get to where it is. I had a kind of a stupid moment looking through all of these posters. Vault posters doesn't really make sense for it to be there either, really. Going through, I don't know why I thought it was on this one. But where it actually is, we go past the atom stuff. It's on the, with the like Mothman, the Sheep Squatch posters. And there we have the postcard collage poster. I was having a look where I can dump this in my camp for a nice feel. I'm going to put it up here. I have all the other posters for like the DLC and such. Probably going to run out of room though if they introduce a new poster with like everything. But how do you feel about the new camera? I'm looking forward to using it and like the future tints and stuff that are going to come with it. But how do you feel about it? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.